We're back. Welcome back to Shine, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a discussion, going on throughout the whole episode about what's worse, emotional cheating or physical cheating.
Yeah.
Gina, can you please recap what we talked about so far?
Well, basically, we did speak on that emotional cheating is the worst kind. Why? Because it's deeper, it hits the core, you become in love with someone, you feel like they're your soulmate, even though you're in a committed relationship. So it's worse, and it's actually hard to walk away from. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, is so much easier to leave.
That's crazy.
So that's what we got so far. Let me know what you heard on Facebook, because I know you heard something.
Yeah, because I am the king of Facebook.
In his head.
No. I am the king. You don't see the crown? Bam.
No comment.
There goes the crown. Well, on Facebook, I asked the question of the moment. What's worse, emotional cheating or physical cheating? And nothing but the women, stated what was worse. It's crazy. Fellas, you got to help me out. You really got to help me out. I said physical, but according to Facebook, and I do trust in Facebook, that women think emotional cheating is far worse.
Do you have an example?
Yeah, they gave the same examples that you gave. Because it's inside and it's my feelings.
Okay, don't make it seem. Don't go there. Don't make it seem like we so emotional.
I'm just playing devil's advocate right now. That's
I've
all.
heard. Okay, I'll tell you. One of my male friends said that deceit is deceit. It does not matter if it's physical or emotional. Agree or not?
I agree. Cheating's cheating.
Okay, so the rule is if you're unhappy,
you should leave.
All right then. Well, enough about this, right? Let's get into the host. So we're the host, so we have a beautiful co-host that gives us all the current events in Boston. She tells us what's going on and what you need to do to make sure you're living the life you're supposed to. So, give them to them. Who is she?
With her staple 5, I give you Lily D.
Are you ready for top news, current events, and important statistics? Well, welcome to Staple 5 here on Shine. Did you know that Arizona's new immigration law that was signed in April 2010, just a few short months ago, requires that all immigrants carry their alien registration documents at all times? This law not only allows but requires that police question and even detain anyone who is suspected of being illegally present in the state. This is comparable to the treatment of free black slaves in American history. It is disrespectful regardless of citizenship status and is still causing controversies today. It's definitely bothering me because I'm not sure on the proper way to correctly spot an immigrant. Please let me know how you feel about that, Shine audience. According to the CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, it is estimated that 32.7% of adults living in the United States, aged 20 and above, are overweight. 34.3% of adults aged 20 and above living in the United States are obese, and 5.9% of adults living in the United States ages 20 and above are extremely obese. This information is the result of the 2005-2006 National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. The CDC also reports that obesity varies depending on geographical location. For example, blacks and whites living in the United States are at a higher risk if living in the South and Midwest versus if living in the West and Northeast. Hispanics are also at a higher risk if living in the South and Midwest versus if living in the Northeast. For more information on this, you can go to www.cdc.gov/obesity. And once again, it's www.cdc.gov/obesity, and I'm definitely open to comments or opinions on that topic. Attention, attention, anybody who's looking for a job in the Boston area, we have some great news for you. The Boston Public Library, along with JVS, are sponsoring a job search networking group for adults ages 20 to 34. This includes all job seekers, including career changers. The group shares ideas, information, contacts, strategies, and much, much more. It takes place the first and third Wednesdays of every month and seems to be running straight through the summer. The meetings will happen in the Kirsten Business Library, which is located at the Central Branch, the main library. This will happen from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., and the cost is free, and at that, no registration is required. For more information on this great program, you can go to www.bpl.org www.bpl.org/central/calendar. And I'll repeat that again. It's www.bpl.org/central/calendar. And with summer officially approaching pretty soon, we here on Shine want to remind everyone how important it is to stay safe in the summer. It is very important because a lot of things can happen in the summer with violence. Right about now, we want to focus on your personal health and safety. Welcome in your summer with plenty of water, fruits, vegetables, and don't forget sunscreen. The American Cancer Society would like everyone to know that you can reduce your risk of skin cancer from harmful UV rays by wearing SPF 30 or higher sunscreen every day, all day during the summer. And please do not forget to reapply. At least every 2 hours. So, with that said, have plenty of fun under the sun and make sure you enjoy your summer. Please do not forget to tune in to us here on Shine on BNN. If you have any information that you feel that you want me to display here on Shine, if you have any comments, any feedbacks, look out for me. I will appear on Twitter, and maybe even a Facebook looking for you, our Shine audience, looking for feedbacks, comments, or anything else you feel should happen here on Stapled 5. I am your co-host, Lili D, and I truly hope that you have enjoyed your first dose of Staple 5. Here on Shine, we're going to go back to our lovely host, Miss Regina, and the gentleman, Mr. Steven, who will bring out our second performance. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you, Lili D, with your Staple 5. That's a lot of, to...
I mean, she brings it. She gives us all the information we
Yes,
need
she did.
to
It
stay
almost
healthy.
made me feel a little obese, with those facts and everything, and I got to use sunscreen.
One cheeseburger away, honey. One cheeseburger
You know what? That's
away.
messed up.
I love you, though.
But like she was saying, you definitely want to, stay safe. Can you introduce our next guest that's coming on right now?
Well, we have the beautiful and talented Ashley Rose Solomon. She's going to hit the stage with her poetry and also in her book. What's the name of the book? Well,
Thoughts of a Capricorn.
there you go. Thoughts of a Capricorn. At least you don't have writer's block like I do. So let's go to her. Again, introduce her.
Ashley Rose Solomon, everybody.
Thank you. Again, my name is Ashley Rose Solomon, and you can catch my poetry in the book, Random Thoughts of a Capricorn. Today, I'm actually reciting a piece that I call On the Other Side of Ruggles, and it's basically kind of a breakdown of what I kind of see going on in Boston. I went to the Timilty and O'Brien, and I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to attend Northeastern University, and I wrote this piece. So in order for you to understand me, you'll probably have to stand in Ruggles Station and kind of look at Nubian Oceans in front of you, and this will be Molina Cast, and allow this to be the Northeastern area. And I call this piece On the Other Side of Ruggles. Hey, yo, on this other side of Ruggles, y'all, it's not the same. It's two different worlds separated by this orange line train. See, one side is plagued by poverty and crack fiends, the other, your mirror image of the American dream. And see, the street lights don't shine as bright on this other side of Ruggles. I think it's because the people living here were of a darker color. Our skin tones are composed of mahogany and coffee bean, while on this other side of Ruggles, their skin pigment is ivory. So see, I guess I determined that it must be melanin and money that divides the Tea Party city. It's what separates Harvard Square from these hoods in Dudley. It's the reason why the poor community, we're left with no economic growth. And while on the other side of Ruggles, they're torn cobbly on duck boats. It's the reason why the wealthy got Starbucks on every block, while on the other side of Ruggles, my main attraction is the cops, which then makes me question why the hell the crime rate's so high. Could it be that Boston's about poor people's demise? Because these politicians are claiming there's no money to employ these kids, but they're taking bribes and they paid for the corrupted big dig that killed a woman as she went under a bridge. I watched them pay for this instead of my children's knowledge, and till this day, these schools still remain segregated. It's like you never heard of Brown versus the Board of Education. Even utilize the MCAS to keep these students from graduating. You rather hand them a certificate and be like, thank you for participating. So now the poor are left with no jobs and education gone wrong, while on this other side of Ruggles, y'all, they suffer no harm. They over there enjoying the luxury of Newberry Street, while my kids continue to die slow on Boston's mean streets. See, this city's institutional racism, it has to stop. It's converted us all into crabs in a barrel. We're trying to reach the top, and we're slanging each other drugs while increasing their wealth. We rather pull each other down in an attempt to save ourselves. 'Cause on that other side of Ruggles, y'all, it's not the same. It's two different worlds separated by this here orange line train. And one side is plagued by poverty and crack fiends. I think you might want to consider Boston your illusion of the American dream. And I call that on the other side of Ruggles. Thank you.
Well, woo, that was amazing, honey. Oh, you're informing the youth about the history of Boston. I like it. Well, stay tuned. For those of you who are watching, don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
What he do? Sitting here hugging the block.